Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll go again with Kelly. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Herbert off of play action. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And Lazard's got it again. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this was going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 72 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It's Ekeler again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 103 yards on the ground for Ekeler here. That's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that deep.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he stopped immediately there. Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stopped him for no gain.
And he's got this down to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Jets at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Ball again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll run with Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll look to run with Hall. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball. The defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Now a 2nd and 6. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give to Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Hall again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Now Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Once more, here's Ekeler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. Taking it right down Broadway. Austin Ekeler, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Chargers 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
Excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's the Rams' 2nd all-time leading scorer, kicking in a Dallas uniform, Greg Zuerlein. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll run with Hall, and he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Hall again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man here is Kaplan. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now they're in the hurry-up.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Give to Cook out of the gun. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So a 3rd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Herbert. Oh, and that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. 59, 59. Ready.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Next to score, Jets 48, Chargers 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting at it?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A handoff for Hall. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down.
Touchdown, Jets! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Play action. It's Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Hey, 626.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he will be taken down with a good pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. This is Lazard with a catch out left. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown! Breece Hall. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jets 62, Chargers 21. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but fights through and now a crease. Still going. Inside the 20, Austin Eckler. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, 75 yards. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. and they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Chargers 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 37. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Get 300.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a deep one for Johnston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. And the Chargers first down.
To the air again, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Herbert.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chargers.
Quentin Johnston.
61 yards.
And the Chargers are able to at least get one score back. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Inside.
Rodgers going to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats. And
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He's going to let it fly.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. 59. Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Rodgers throwing here. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
We are going.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Jets,